Detective Powell. Mr. Wells have been waiting for you. If you would please hurry, he does have other affairs to attend to.
Right this way.
Detective Powell, you finally made it. Please, come and have a seat with me. Have a drink and relax for a moment.
Nice to meet you, Dr. Wells. In person, that is. The great Dr. Wells.
Please, come and have a seat. It's been a long trip from the city to here.
Not as long as you might think.
There's a lot of open roads around here.
You're right about that. So, Detective Powell, what brings you here this evening?
I'll admit, I've had to put my pride to the side for the sake of this case and ask for your help.
Is that so?
Yep, I know what I said about your analysis of this guy before, but I was completely wrong. The way you said he picked his victims, it just did not fit right at the time. But now it does make sense to me.
I heard about your reaction to my findings in this matter. I can't say I blame you, considering what you've been dealing with, trying to catch the person that murdered your partner and friend.
Yes, I'll admit, I've been working this case purely within my anger, and at some point in time, I lost my way.
So, Detective, I believe you came here to ask me for my help?
I was wondering if you'd be willing to walk me through the last murder scene in your mind.
That is a highly unusual request.
To truly understand what I had missed in this case, I figured it'd be best to ask the man who saw what I was unable to see myself.
Detective, I must say I'm happy you are seeking my counsel on this matter. Someone with such a high self-esteem such as yourself, it must have taken a lot out of you.
Yeah, I deserve that. What I said about your theory was unkind to say the least. But I'm listening now.
Detective, have a drink with me. I'm sure by now you're off duty.
Sure, why not? I could definitely use this right about now.
Now, to answer your question about the night of the murders, I don't believe the killer was himself. I don't believe he killed the last family the way he wanted to.
Why would you say that? Looking at this last murder scene, they look identical to the other murders.
On the surface, they are the same. But by the aggression in his cuts and the torture he implied, they're vastly different. So much so, I believe the killer was in pain himself.
Doc, I can't help but ask. Where were you the night of the murder?
I was here in my home.
I had to ask, Doc.
Did you? Is that why you are here, Detective? To see if I am the one who is killing all those people?
Not gonna lie to you, Dr. Wells, the thought did cross my mind.
I see. Detective, it is my turn to ask you a question. Besides doing your job, there seems to be another reason why you're so dedicated to this case. Why is that?
This son of a bitch took everything from me.
What happened?
It was a Friday night. I was at home with my wife and children. I had just wrapped up a case and went to bed early that night. My son and I were supposed to go to his baseball game the next morning. He was really excited about it. His first time as starting pitcher. He was 9 years old. The kid had some dreams. Anyways, I woke up around 4 in the morning. And I was thirsty, so I went to get a drink, and I noticed the lights were still on. I went downstairs and saw that they were still watching movies. I smiled until I saw the dog laying there dead in its own blood. The fear that crawled through my body is what I never felt before. And as I walked over to that couch, I fucking knew. But I still had to see.
I understand your pain.
Do you, Doc? Do you understand what it's like to wake up and find your family on the couch with their fucking throats cut wide open?
No, Detective. I can't say that I know what that is like. What I meant was that I understand your pain of not catching him yet.
Catching this killer is all that matters to me.
The reason the man you are chasing kills is for his own pleasure. A game he plays that resembles his life. Someone who has been covered in darkness and murder shows him purpose. It is his only way to exist in the light.
May I?
Be my guest.
That is the mind of a very sadistic man.
I wonder, Detective, is your job any different than the mind of a killer? It is your job to understand the minds of the men and women you hunt down, so you can bring them to justice while protecting everyone else. I'm sure this leaves you with quite an empty feeling.
A sickening feeling. One that I can't perfectly describe. But for you to compare what I do, what any other detective does, we are out there putting these maniacs behind bars, is absurd! What the fuck is so funny, Doc?
It is quite funny that you don't see how easy it is for you to all break as detectives. You are all chasing a man that is named the Sin Catcher. And none of you have wondered why he calls himself this? We have all sinned. And it was never written which sin was more heinous than the other. Men did that, not God. So while you and the rest of your colleagues hunt your great white whale, remember, he might just be hunting you back.
On my very good name, I feel like I should bring you in right here and now.
I must ask that you refrain from that action, Detective Powell. Will that be all, sir?
Let me shed a little light on things. It is not me you must worry about. I am not your killer. I am just the man that has been watching his monstrous path take form.
You know who the sin catcher is.
No, not quite yet. I'm still working on that myself. My suggestion to you is find what sin you're good at. Master it, and it will lead you straight to him.
What the hell does my sins have to do with this? And also, if you've been going after him, why hasn't he come after you yet?
I think he has come for me to see how much I really know. I can't say for sure, but I do believe I'm being watched.
What's your story, Doc?
Oh, I can't say for sure. It's just a hunch. A feeling that I cannot shake. That the man you are looking for has his eyes on us both.
Pardon me, sir. Your guests have arrived in the banquet hall. They are ready for you to speak, sir.
If you would wait here for a moment, Detective, I would like to finish speaking with you. Very good then. I will have Adelaide come and keep your attention for a while until I return.
My queen, what do you plan to do with him?
All the men of these lands are simple creatures.
Do you mean they are fools, unworthy of the hunt?
Isha, we only hunt lions, not wolves. And these men here are mere puppies. They show their fangs because they're scared.
Then, my queen, we shall snap their fangs and add them to your crown. There are no real men in this country, are there?
None.
My queen.
Asante, Isha. Isha.
My queen, such a man should not be in your presence.
There is nothing to fear.
My queen.
Detective Powell, I presume? My name is Adelaide. Nice to meet you.
I must say, you are beautiful.
Asante, Detective. You look fairly strong, are you not?
I would like to think that I am. Then again, I suppose most men believe they are.
But you are not most men, are you, Detective? Here in your country, men are the hunter and women submit to your strength. Isn't that right, Detective?
Yes, I guess you could say that. Men are the hunters here and seek the trail of the hunt.
Are you hunting me now, Detective?
No. No, I'm not. I'm simply admiring what I see.
To admire too much will make you victim to what you see. May become weak and not be able to think or do what is right.
I never thought of that.
Careful, Detective. Some of the most beautiful things are the deadliest to touch. But in my country, it is the women who hunts and kills. So how strong are you, detective? Who are you?
That'll be all, Adelaide. I'm sure the detective is scared enough. Please, go and enjoy the party while I finish speaking to the detective. I'll be with you very soon.
I hope to see you soon, King.
Who is she?
She is a huntress from her tribe back in Africa.
She is unbelievable.
She's utterly unique. In this country, she is rare. In her own, she is one of many pieces that make a masterpiece. I brought her back with me here to hunt down some of the most dangerous predators. She has not disappointed me. Her instincts and ability to react are unlike anything I've ever seen.
Is she?
No, she is not your killer. I just brought her back with me here. You see, Detective, the killer you seek also took something from me. He claimed the life of my only daughter. It's a painful thing to deal with, but what is more painful, he also took the life of my grandson, whom I never met. But I was happy to hear he loved baseball.
You were Emily's biological father.
That I am. So please understand that tracking down her killer meant more to me, despite the fact that she wanted nothing to do with me. Your wife being my only child, Detective, I have spent the last year searching, seeking answers, and putting every clue together.
Then maybe you should team up with me on this one. Help me bring him to justice.
I'm afraid I can't do that.
Why the hell not? You just went on this long speech on how you're her father and you've been trying to catch this asshole, and now you're not willing to help. Why? Fine then. I'll do it myself.
I can't help you because I have no intentions of letting you live, Sin Catcher. Yes, I know it's you. It's quite the performance you just put on, pretending to be the detective. You obviously have copied his personality. I know for a fact he has no clue you even exist. Another personality that needs to feed off of blood, hiding within the man that is trying to catch him. You are like a demon sitting on his shoulder, whispering into his ear. He has no idea that I am Emily's real father, but you did. You knew that I was onto you, and you came here tonight to have the detective kill me. That was painfully obvious by watching him project his pain onto me. You wanted him to pull out his gun and shoot me, but when he couldn't do it, you were just about to do it yourself, until you realized that you were not the only killer in this house tonight.
You are much smarter than I thought you were. But no one's here with us now. And like you said, this is my instinct, what drives me. And you are one of the final pieces to my puzzle. And after I kill you, blood will flow through this city endless.
I believe this is the file that grabbed your attention earlier when you came into the room. This is a file of every type of murderer, killer, sociopath I could find. There are 30 names on this list, All of them are guests tonight. A lot like you, they all have a bloodlust. None more than Adelaide. They have all been instructed that once you leave the estate, to kill you.
What makes you think that any of them will listen to you? Because you have money? Killing is an art, a deep passion that boils and grows to the surface. It's not about the fucking money. It's about the thrill of the hunt. To possess what mankind can't give you, and to take it for yourself.
I know. I am the only person that has murdered 52 people and never been suspected once. It isn't about the money. I taught them to kill.
No. Everyone thought you were dead.
Please, take this list with you. Do let me know the last face you saw when I get to hell. I'm afraid you will be there before the sun rises. Enjoy your night, Sin Catcher.
Right this way.
I will see you soon, King. And please, don't disappoint me.
Shit.
With the diamond stars falling from skylines to faces, then drenching low skin with a lethal invasion on the mind undefined, stealing time. Time to peel back the layers of the mind it's hiding lies. It's time to reveal, to kill the leech who's hiding. One true mind. Now let's rewind. Hold on to me. This is an assassin's creed. It's a deadly conversation. With the greats, it's always deadly conversation.
Good night, my king.